Hey guys, it's Amy at Zoe Beck, and I'm going to do my weekly reading update for May, oh my god, what day? 9th? 2021. So I'm not feeling super well, so this is going to be pretty chill. I had my Pfizer COVID shot #1 on Thursday afternoon, and I was fine. I had a headache the first day, and then I worked Friday. I was fine. And then I had dinner on Friday night, and then I felt so nauseous and sick. I was sick the rest of the night. And then yesterday was pretty much a wash. I did not leave the couch very much. I mean, the cast just chilled all day. I didn't read much of anything because I couldn't focus. So I watched a lot of BookTube. I caught up on a lot of stuff I'd missed, and watching everybody's TBR videos from other people that I don't watch all the time, but they have really cool games. I was just out of it. I didn't even play video games. I didn't do anything. And I didn't read much of anything. So anyway, so I'm a little out of it. So this is going to be as chill as we're going to go. I'm going to try to do this quickly, but we'll see. Anyway, so my reading week was pretty good until, well, I mean, it was kind of fair until Friday, and then it kind of dropped off. So I'm going to talk about the books that I finished, the ones I'm in the middle of, and what I think I'm going to read in the next week, but right now it's kind of up in the air. So the first book I finished was All Passion Spent by Vida Sackville-West, and I read this for the 1900 to 1950 read-along. I just picked this up on Sunday afternoon, just kind of on a whim. I mean, this was on my TBR to read for that Readathon. I'd been wanting to read this for a while, and I'd bought it, and because I wanted to read, because I'd heard about her but never read her, and her connections to Virginia Woolf. So I was like, well, I kind of want to read this book. So I just picked it up, and I mean, it still took me a little bit over, 3 days to read it, because I didn't read a whole lot because work was super busy, so I didn't read a whole lot every day. But Wednesday I finished this, and I loved this. I was so surprised at how much I enjoyed this. We follow Lady Slane after her husband has passed away. She is 88. He was in his 90s, and so they've been together, almost her whole life. And it kind of talks about what happens after his death and what her children, who are in their 60s, think she's going to do and what she wants to do. And this is really, it's really interesting because, again, we're having her look back at her life and the choices that were made, that she made and that were made for her, and things she had no control over, and then now how, in her older age, she wants to do what she wants and stuff. And this has some of the best older characters. I loved her, and I liked the men that she met that are also older in their 70s and 80s and stuff. And again, it's not like it's funny, but there were some good moments. I had some laughs in this, and I mean, I knew I didn't know how it was going to go, like how things were going to twist. There's a couple of twists in there that I'm like, whoa, that was unexpected. And I did like that. So, I hated most of her children. I think you're supposed to. And, I guess because my grandmothers lived to be in their 90s, that I can look back at how my parents dealt with that, or my aunts and uncles and stuff, and how they wanted my grandmothers to do things, and it was kind of funny. So I kind of got that, even though I'm not quite to that level of the children with the mother who's that old. I saw from how my grandmothers, they still got their way. I like the way. Anyway, so it was kind of like, I don't know, it was neat to see that, I guess, because both my grandmothers have passed away now. So it was to me, it was really nice. I just love this. There are so many good quotes in here. And again, I tabbed this, which is very unusual for me. I mean, there's only a few. It's not like I did a lot, but there's a few points where I'm like, oh, that was so well done. And it has a lot of commentary on marrying young and things that at this time period, a woman, the character had, she was, she was married. Yeah, she was married in 1800s, and then again, this was published in 1931. So I think, so I think it takes place just like a little bit before that timeline. So, she was married over, well, what would that be, like 60 years? So, and it kind of shows some Victorian things of how things were and what she had to do or deal with. And then it was just, I don't know, I just really enjoyed this. I was not expecting for such a short book to get so much out of it. I really enjoyed this. I will definitely be picking up more by her. I have 2 other books. One is her final novel that was published and then before her death, and then another one that was published a year after this one. So I might pick up another one this month. I'm not sure if I'll get to it, but I would really like to read more about her. As I said, I have another book that I'll talk about that mentions her, or she's in it. But it's like, I don't know. This was so, I was just so unexpected. And that's Cooper. Anyway, we knew he was coming, didn't we? Yeah. So that was like the surprise. Like, I didn't realize how much I was gonna like that, because I've heard of it, but I had not known it. Cat, stop. And then on Friday, right before I got sick, I finished the audiobook to Underland, A Deep Time Journey by Robert McFarlane. This was narrated by Matthew Watterson. So, this was a really good book. I, got a lot out of it, as in places that are like deep in the earth, and you know, most of them are natural, but some are not. And I liked, it was, you know, maybe I was hoping for more places, but he did focus on like 10 of them. I think it was 10. I don't remember now. Sorry. And, but it was like, but they were interesting places, and they were, some of them I'd heard of, and a lot of them I had never heard of. So that was kind of interesting. So again, it talks about deep places and how they're, deal with nature as well as with humans. And, again, we've done things in those places or had bad things that happened around it. Yes, Cooper, I love you too. Don't worry. So again, this book was 2019. I had seen about it, and I know it was really popular here on BookTube, and it was one of those ones I had on my wish list to buy forever. And then I got the audiobook through Audible, but I can't remember if it was just on their Audible Plus or I owned it. I have to go back and look. I don't remember. So I got to listen to it, and then I got the copy from the library. So really, and again, I read this for Springathon. I did not mention that. Anyway, I'll get back to that. Springathon is put on by, I'm at a couple books, Natalie the Curious Reader, Doris at All D Books, and Heidi at My Reading Life. So I'm not taking part in it as much as I was hoping to, but at least I got one book done for Springathon, and it's nonfiction, so it counts. I got it done. But that was really what I was trying to get done. I don't know. So the couple books that I'm in the middle of, I am still rereading Silver Silence by Nalini Singh. I've been picking this up later at night when, oh, my cat's doing on my lap, sorry. I've been picking this up later in the evenings when I'm not really want to concentrate on anything. So again, I'm about 3/4 of the way through now. So I might finish this today. It might be a couple more days. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I've read this book over 10 times. It doesn't matter. Anyway, so again, it's a book, I say 16 of the Side Changing series. Don't start here. So it's just a paranormal romance from one of my favorite authors and favorite series. I am still reading Sea Room by Adam Nicholson. So I'm still only about a couple chapters in. I picked up all Passion of Suspense, and this just kind of got set aside. So I'm hoping this week to focus on this one and get this done. This is about a man who inherits 3 islands off of Lewis in Scotland, and his dad had bought it when he was in college, and so as you know, from an inheritance, he had some money, so he bought it, and then he passed it to his son when his son turned 21, and then Adam, when he wrote this book, he was just about like a year or 2 away from passing it on to his son at 21. So again, the 3 islands are normally uninhabited except by sheep and puffins, and but I mean, there's like there's some place to stay there, but it's not, the people aren't there all the time. So I think I've only read 2 chapters, yeah. So I'm hoping to read more of this. It's not the book's fault. It really is just, I did not have time to read this week. I mean, I just didn't feel like it. So I wanted fiction instead of nonfiction when I was reading. So anyway, I hope to get back to this and finish this week, because Springathon is over on the 14th, I believe. So I only have one book done. I would really like to get to this. So I'm hoping to at least get through most of that. I don't know if I'll finish it this week. We'll see. And then let's talk about the books that I think I'm going to read in the next week. As I said, I think Sea Room will take most of my time if I'm able to focus on it. If I'm not, then I have plenty of other options of things I could read. I did read the introduction to Love Letters, Virginia Woolf, and Vita Sackville West. And I think this was put together by Alison Bechdel. So again, I was going to read this anyway. I wanted to do one of the prompts in the 1900 to 1950 read-along, which I forgot to say is put on by Katie at Books and Things, is to read something that's not a novel. So I was going to read letters because I have been kind of enjoying some of the letters of some authors and things because I read Jane Austen's, a lot of collections of hers last year, which I want to read more of them. And I thought I would read some with back and forth because what else? I read some other letters just not too long ago, and I can't think what it is. It's that kind of day, guys. Anyway, so it's not super long, and I chose correspondence over years of them, they're between them, and I'm just very interested now, especially after reading All Passion Spent, and again, I've read Virginia Woolf before. I want to read more of hers, but I just Vita Sackville West is now an author I want to read more of, but I want to know more about their relationship, because again, it's one of those things I just don't know a lot about, and I want to know more. So I just thought it'd be kind of interesting. So I hope to start dipping into that, because again, that readathon, the 1900 to 1950, takes place all month, so I have time to just start it and then look at it later. And then the books that I do want to start an audiobook. I couldn't get it started this morning, but I do want to get to the group read on the Springathon, and that is The Way Through the Woods by Long Mit Wan. So I have it on audio from my library. It's going to expire in 6 days, so it's like, I'm not sure I'm going to make it all the way through, but I want to give it a good go. So I'm hoping if I don't get it started today, I'll start it tomorrow on my commute if I'm feeling well enough to go. Right now I'm feeling pretty good, so I should be fine, but we'll see. So I do have that as an audiobook for this week, and I do read a lot of more nonfiction on audio than I do physically, so I'm hoping I can get to that. I would like to, if I have a chance and I get through Sea Room, I would really like to read Crow Country by Mark Crocker as another one for Springathon. I mean, it's just over 200 pages in this kind of short format, and I'm hoping to get to this. And this has to do with a man who follows where some crows go, like where he lives and stuff. And I think it just kind of fascinates him, and then we get his story. I don't know. That's about all I know. But I hear it's good. So I really want to read that. And then I have several more for the 1900-1950 read-along that I'd like to get to. I have 2 Virginia Woolfs I could try, which is Orlando or The Waves. So I really kind of want to read Orlando because that's supposed to be based off of Vita Sackville West. So we'll see how I feel after I get into the love letters and see how I feel. I also want to read Mrs. Peregrine Lives for a Day by Winifred Watson. So that is one of the Persephones, and that is also one I'd like to read. And then I have a French 2 short stories, Gigi and the Cat by Colette, and I've never read anything by Colette. So I would like to get to these sometime during the month, some of these. I don't think I'll read both Virginia Woolfs, but these are the 2 options. So if you think I should read one rather than the other, because I have The Waves and Orlando to read. I have quite a few others of hers to read, but these are the ones I own that I haven't read. The other ones that I own, I've read. So, but if you guys have a suggestion on that, because I might pick up one of those, probably not this week, maybe next week, but I'm already looking ahead. It just matters how my reading goes this week. So that is it. That's all I have. I'm really still kind of tired. So I'm going to go rest on the couch with my kitties. Yes, Cooper is cute. I don't know if you could hear Truman. He's cried a couple times from the other room. So he is here in spirit. Anyway, what are you guys reading? Are you participating in either of these readathons? Are you, I don't know. I can't even think of my own spiel. Sorry. I'm just not. I'm going to go back to the couch and just lay down. And I'm probably going to read Silver Silence today. Kind of maybe read that. And I don't know if I'll get to Sea Room, but we'll see. So the last thing I want to do is my board. Sorry, I knew I forgot something. I did clean it off again. And again, yeah, whatever. So I did mark what I did last week, which was I read The Route of Salt and Ice, which was a translated other work. It was not for Invisible Cities this month. So I didn't count it as Invisible Cities, even though I picked it up because it was Mexico and it was one of the months. So I don't know how to count that. But anyway, I put it as other. It was a historical fiction. Kitty! Cooper, you can't have the pen. This isn't going to go well. And then it was an ebook, so that counted. So this week, cat, stop it. So this week I did a nonfiction because I did Underland, and it is not helpful. And then I did I'm gonna do a classic because the All Passion Spent. Again, I consider well, I mean, again, my modern classics is 1900 plus. Again, I go up. I usually. I don't know. I haven't quite got how far up, but at least before I was born kind of thing. So those are modern classics. Anyway, so those are, and none of them are series. So that's all I've added is, I do have a couple more. As I said, one of them got 3, yes, from last week. So it kind of counts a lot of things. But anyway, that's my May prompt board. So anyway, that's it. I don't have anything else. I'm going to go lay down on the couch. Hopefully I won't do anything else. I do have to go to the library because I have books due. Maybe I can talk my brother into taking him for me. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. I hope you guys are doing well and you guys didn't have any reactions to your shot. Those who have had it. I mean, again, it was not bad. It's just the first time I've been sick in over a year. So I'm sure that's probably part of the me not liking this, but we'll see what happens. Yes, Cooper. Yes. Anyway, and I still will film next Sunday, even though that'll be my birthday, so just be aware of that. I don't know how long that video will be. It matters what I read this week. We will find out. But I am taking some days on the Friday and Monday off for my birthday, just because my dad and I are going to go on Monday, the 17th, to Pal's, kind of our belated Christmas, New Year's tradition. We're going to do it around my birthday because we haven't been able to go, and they've pretty much opened up the downtown, so that's the one we want to go to. So we'll see. And again, my dad and I will be there about an hour and spend a lot of money, but most of it will be Christmas money and birthday money, so it won't cost me too much, and I don't have to count them on my spreadsheet of money spent. I don't know. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, so hopefully this week I'll get my stats up. I don't know if that's going to happen right now. I don't feel like doing anything. And Cooper wants to cuddle. So we're going to go now. I will talk to you guys later. I hope you guys are doing well. Bye.